Hey, Rooter Kings. My name is Gavin Kraft. And first off, I just want to say thank you to Elizabeth for being so kind over the phone to provide me the email address so I could send this video over to you guys. So I'm just going to jump right into it and show you 3 things that you guys can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. So I found that a lot of local business owners are so busy actually running their business that they don't really have the time to learn how the internet can really help them grow. And oftentimes, the only hesitation they have when it comes to working with someone is they just don't know who they can trust or who's actually an expert. So I've found that by giving local business owners this simple free attack plan of real actionable steps they can actually take to grow their business often leads to many of those business owners reaching back out whenever they need help with their marketing. So if by the end of the video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can really help your business grow, just shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if you'd rather just take this free attack plan and run with it yourself, that's totally fine too. All I'm asking from you is just some feedback on the video once you're all finished watching. All right, now let's get right into those 3 things that will set your company apart from the competition without wasting any more of your time or mine. All right, so the first thing I want to go over is content. So you guys need at least 1,500 words on your homepage to be optimized with Google. So I went ahead and I copied all the content on your page and I put in a word counter. And you guys are sitting at 667 words, which is a great start. But having right around 1,500 words will be ideal for real optimization within Google. Now, if you take a look at one of the competitors in the area, this is Rare Breed. And the reason I chose them to compare against you guys is because when I search plumbers in Bountiful, Utah, they're pulling up in the #1 organic search spot, exactly where you guys should be. So I'm going to show you every way to beat them out. So I went ahead, copied all their content as well, put it in a word counter, and they're sitting at 878 words. So again, that's a very beatable number as Google's really looking for 1,500 words. But it's also important to note that including quality keywords throughout your content will help Google understand exactly what your page is all about. So when those keywords match for what people are actually searching for, your page becomes more relevant, which means higher rankings, more clicks, and ultimately more customers finding you instead of your competitors. So if you take a look at this tool I use over here called Ahrefs, I have your URL in there. And within your current content, you guys have one organic keyword. And that keyword is responsible for 4 additional clicks to your website each month. But if you look at the competitors over here, they have 56 organic keywords. And those keywords are responsible for an additional 19 clicks to their website each month. So what you can do in this case is click on their organic keywords and you can see exactly what is working for them. So you can go through here, check out all their keywords, and find the ones that are relevant to your site, your business, and the services that you offer, and then find the ones with a high search volume, a low KD score, and then implement these keywords within your 1,500 words of content on your homepage, which will allow for real optimization so that Google can start ranking you up in the organic search. So that brings me to my next point, which is citations. So what citations are, it's pretty much your name, address, and phone number, and anywhere that that information can be found online. So you might be asking, well, why is that important? Well, when you have more citations, Google will rank you higher here in the Google Map Pack. So as you can see, I just searched plumbers in Bountiful, Utah, and Rare Breed Plumbing is in the #1 Google Map Pack spot because they have the most citations. But they're also in the #1 organic search position due to their content, keywords, and their backlinks. So if you take a look at this tool I use called WhiteSpark, you can see I have your business input here, and it's showing that you guys have 0 citations found online. So I like to get right around 100 to 200 of these citation sources so that you can just dominate the competition and hold down the #1 top spot in the Google Map Pack. All right, so that brings me to my third and final point, which is backlinks. So in simple terms, what a backlink is, it's when site A is giving credibility to site B. So say, for example, there was a well-known blog post that does plumbing reviews in Bountiful. Now, they're a credible site in the eyes of Google. They talk about your business. Now, the credibility that their website has is now being transferred to your website. Google turns that into authority and then powers you up in the rankings because of that credibility. Now, it's also important to note that not all backlinks are created the same. say Pizza Hut wrote an article around Rooter Kings. Now, yes, that's backlink, but it's not really a relevant backlink since, you're not slinging pizzas, you are plumbers. So the moral of the story is having more quality backlinks is a lot more important than the quantity. So if you take a look over here in Ahrefs here again, you can see that you have 21 backlinks, but 20 of those are actually giving you that authority to rank up higher. And then we take a look at the competitors. They have 630 backlinks, and only 152 of those are actually giving them that credibility to go up in the rankings. So what you can do in this case is click right here, and you can see all of the directories that they have their businesses listed in. And then you can go through, register your business in all of these same directories. The higher the domain rating, the more impactful that backlink is. And then you can obtain all 152 authoritative backlinks. And then I like to get an additional 100 to 200 on top so that you can dominate the competition in all three of these aspects that I'm talking about. So just to wrap everything up, number one, we went over content, the importance of having 1,500 words on your homepage, and then including those quality keywords so Google knows who to send over to your website. Number two, citations, having at least 100 to 200 citations so that you can dominate the Google Map pack here. And then number three, backlinks. You guys just need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google that you have the authority to start ranking up in the organic search rankings. So I bet you're wondering, well, what now? So you've got two options. You can take everything I showed you today and start applying these strategies yourself. And honestly, that'd be awesome. You could possibly start seeing your business climb towards that #1 spot on Google starting today. But if you'd rather take the faster route and allow yourself to stay focused on your business and save yourself the time, I'd love to chat with you more one-on-one, just to answer any questions you might have and get to know you and your business goals a little bit better. That way, I can put together a more clear idea of the results you can realistically expect and put together a more detailed plan for your future growth. So with that all being said, you can reach me directly at 435-640-5329. Once again, my name is Gavin Kraft, and I really look forward to hearing back from you guys. And thank you again to Elizabeth for being so kind over the phone. Have a great rest of your day.